Okay, so here is our website. And to finish it up for day 3, we have our list. And you did your list pick, so you should have all of that. Okay, we're going to add a input H3, what is your favorite, and whatever your list was about. And then the input we're going to type here so that you can get this text box. So you're going to look at the code that I have right on my screen. The next thing after that text box right here, you'll type the button tag to get this submit button to appear. Then you'll go ahead and close your section. You'll open a new container called the article, and then you'll open the H2. This table code you're going to take from Google Classroom. There's table code. And then once you paste it from the Google Doc, you're going to paste the HTML, which is on page 2 here, from the Google Doc. You're going to edit this by putting in your classes. So where it says row 1, column 1, you'll put your first class, then you'll put your second class, your third class, your fourth class. These are already filled in for you. Your exploratory one will be CREA-TECH. Everyone's going to put that at 7th period. And then for the 8th period, you'll alternate gym and Greyhound, or health and Greyhound, whatever you have, so that your schedule is complete. You will also need to come over here and paste the table code for CSS. That can also be found in the Google Doc. Delete what was already here in code.org and paste your table code. Okay, right there. I'm going to come back to the index. And the final thing we're going to do is this footer. We're going to close the article, and then we're going to create this footer at the bottom. And you're going to type it out just like it looks on the screen. Okay, I'm going to leave that up for a second. To submit this, the first thing you're going to do to submit it is you can zoom out using Control- on your keyboard. You don't want to zoom out too far. You want Ms. Watts to still be able to read your code and your lines. It's not all going to fit in one screenshot. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to push across your panels, because I don't need to see your website in the first few photos. And you just pull it over here and then click. You have to click off of it. And then you can pull this one a little bit closed so I can still see your files. Okay. It is a full screenshot, so don't take partial screenshots. Full screen so I can see your account, everything in this screen like this. Don't just highlight the code and copy it. I take 1 screenshot, maybe 2 screenshots, and 3 screenshots will get me to the bottom. And these are going to get pasted to your slide. So if you want to see an example of mine for the assignment, they were right here on the agenda slide. I copied a link to mine so you could see my assignment. Okay. Okay. Just taking a minute to load. Waiting for that to load. While I'm waiting for that to load, the second set of pictures that you're going to do is of your actual website, the image of your website. So in that case, you're going to do the opposite of what we just did. So in this last one, trying to find mine. In the last one, I put the panels so that you couldn't see the images of my website. You could just see the HTML. In this one, I'm going to now just open the panels that have the image. So I'm going to pull this open. You can do it 2 ways. You can either pull it all the way to the cross, or if you hit this little X here in the corner, that just opens up the website too. And you can Control- to zoom out. Take 1 picture. This can usually be done in 2 pictures. 2 pictures, okay, usually takes that right there, 1 and 2, okay? And then these are going to get pasted to your assignment. So if you look at my assignment, the first couple images are of my code. I go through all of my code. So from lines 1 to 91, however many screenshots based on how you zoomed out, okay? And then screenshot 3 is just the website, screenshot 4, just the website. And I didn't, in my example, push this panel. You need to push that panel to the side like I showed you in the first image. So I should probably go back and do this the correct way. And so let's we'll do it the better for now on. If I, there we go, Miss What's there, pull it back. I drop it off over here and come to my index. And now I can go back and do it the right way. Go up to line 1, key above my 6, full screenshot. Okay, and it should look like, so let's redo this. There you go. It should look like that. Okay. And then I'm going to delete these two. And put in a new one so you can see how it really should look. And then once you have that, the last thing you have to do is give me a link to your website. So the link is at the top in this white bar. Copy it. And then you're going to paste that to slide 1. There's a place for the link on slide 1. Okay, so make sure you do that. And then you can submit your project. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.